Hi, my name is Eliza Miranda Rosemary, and I'm here today from the British side to discuss the Boer Wars with you. So, Europeans from the Netherlands began building a colony in South Africa nearly 400 years ago. But at the start of the 1800s, we, Great Britain, took over control of the region. Many farmers of Dutch descent, referred to as the Boers, decided they would rather live in a new place than one ruled by us. So they left in 1833 to found the new countries of Transvaal and the Orange Free State next door. At first, we, the British colony of South Africa, and Boer colonies had no issues. However, ever since miners found both diamonds and gold in these Boer colonies, it meant that we wanted to take control of the whole area for its wealth. This was essential for us because after the global financial panic of 1873, it was important that we found somewhere where we could have money and find wealth. In 1875, we announced it would annex, meaning take control of, all the territory of South Africa, including the Boer regions. This would then lead to the conflict and eventually open fighting between the Boers and us, the Britain.
So the first Boer Wars was from 1880 to 1881, and so in 1868, diamonds were discovered in our territory, the Boer lands, and this caused an influx of new settlers into the Boer territory, including many of the British people, and this just caused a huge crowd, and they just took over our entire land. And the British decided that they wanted to take control of the Transvaal and annexed it as part of their own in 1877. So this didn't settle with the Boers well. This was very horrible for us. And so in 1880, we decided that the Transvaal, that we wanted to revolt against the British. And this became known as the First Boer War. But the Boer soldiers, us, we actually surprised the British with our really insane skills and tactics, and our plan was to attack from a distance and then retreat if the British soldiers got too close. And we actually did win the First Boer War, and the British agreed to recognize the Transvaal and the Orange Free State as independent states.
So we just had Mary talk to you about the First Boer War, but I, Eliza, am going to be telling you about the Second Boer War from the British point of view. So the Second Boer War, also known as the South African War, or to some the Second War of Independence, was fought from the 11th of October 1899 until the 31st of May 1902. It was fought by the British Empire, us, on the one side, and the two Boer states, the South African Republic and the Orange Free State. The Second Boer War was a defining moment for us, for our position in the world, as well as the formulation of its foreign policy in the 20th century that followed the conflict. It became widely known from the guerrilla tactics used by the Boer Wars, and then the treatment that we gave prisoners by the British Empire. In South Africa, most scholars like to refer to the conflict as the South African War, as they believe it acknowledges the suffering of both white and black South Africans in 1899 to 1902. Over 28,000 soldiers from both sides died in the conflict. So this war is important to British because we needed the money because of the bad state that we were in economically. We had concentration camps set up to ensure the protection of women and children on the Boer side.
So, if I could intervene here, yes, the British did use concentration camps to keep women and children safe, but really the conditions were absolutely horrible, and they were sickening, and as many as 28,000 Boer women and children died in these camps. So it just didn't help in taking care of the women and children truly.
The conflict ended after 2 years, 7 months, 2 weeks, and 6 days, with a victory from us. It resulted in the Treaty of Vigeneering and the collapse of the Orange Free State and Transvaal, which were to be administered by us in accordance with the treaty.